We are back. It's RadioUNT.net. Fit Talk with Manda, right? Or no?
Yes. Fit Talks with Manda. It's Wednesday at noon.
Right there. Yeah. There you go. Now, with us, Fit Talk with Manda.
Oh, yeah.
Da, 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 da. Wait. I got the pressing the keyboard.
A couple things to talk about this week.
Like what?
Well, I have been asked a lot of questions lately, just like on my social media. The more that I'm growing it, the more people I'm reaching out to, the more questions, which is awesome. So if you guys do have any questions regarding anything, feel free to reach out.
With the real questions, please don't ask her like, oh my God, what salon did you went for that hair? Okay? Other like, yo, you want to go on a date with me? None of those type of questions.
I'll take dinner.
She take dinner. No,
Yeah,
what about
for
lunch?
sure.
Can you take lunch?
Right around like 1 o'clock.
Less creepier.
Yeah.
Lunch is less creepier.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Sun's
Okay.
out, daytime.
So there you go, guys.
I have been asked, and they're like, wow, you own a gym. Yeah, I own a gym. It's so humbling. I'll never forget like how it all started. A pretty cool story, of course. I used to weigh 100 pounds more. I started at 240 pounds.
Wow.
Size 22 pants.
Oh.
Size 22 pants. I joined the military in 2013 when I was 26. I joined the military to go back to school for like nursing actually. Joined, came back, then I started with just weekend boot camps.
Basic training help you to get the commitment and the seriousness of this.
Yeah. Discipline, absolutely. A regimented plan. I was up at 4 a.m. Sometimes up for 24 hours, basic training. They obviously try to break you physically and mentally. No luck there, by the way. I started just weekend boot camps and they grew very, very fast, which is awesome. I really a lot of times had no idea who half of the people were, which is great. Slowly but surely, they started asking for personal sessions. And at that time, when I got out, I actually lived in Claremont. Grew up, obviously, in Volusia County, Deltona, Orange City area. And I was living in Claremont, like I said, but I drive to DeBerry every single day, Gemini Springs, and train 1 or 2 clients. I didn't mind the 2-hour drive, and I stayed consistent as well as they did. Now, mandatory fitness has evolved over 5 years now in business. The one thing that I can say that I did right, I stayed consistent, I knew what I wanted, I had a goal in mind, and I just stuck with it. And another question was actually how to recover after a workout. Recovery is so important. I'd say it is just as important as working out itself. Be anything from meditation, yoga, stretching, hydration, sleep, and then supplementation.
But flat out sleep at 10.
Yes.
Like I just hit the pillow, boom, out, later.
Bye. Do you think Thrive has anything to do with that?
Of course it does. There's some days that I might forget to put the patch on. I feel the difference.
Yeah.
Those days I'm dragging. It's like, ugh, another day. When I had the patch on, it's like, let's go, let's get it.
Yes.
What are we up to? Let's go.
Another
Woo.
day.
Yeah. For those asking me if I'm trying to stop smoking, no, it's not for that.
Right. The patches, it kind of looks like a nicotine patch. I was asked actually when I first started wearing them if it was my e-pass. Then I also, a few questions. When you first start working out, where do you start? Just kind of tell you my story. Like when I first started, I did a lot of cardio. I was a server too at that time. So, in the days that I could and I wasn't working 14 hours, then I'd be in the gym. And honestly, that kept me out of the kitchen.
Smart move.
Yeah,
Smart girl.
for sure. HIIT training, which is high intensity interval training. It's just increasing your heart rate and then slowing it down, giving about, let's say, 20 seconds work, 10-second rest. You're gonna definitely see some results.
I don't want to sound like making an excuse because I'm not making an excuse. I really don't have the time to go to the gym.
Right.
I'm really, really busy. And I try to do something at home or at the park or somewhere, but not in the gym, honestly.
Yeah, that's a good point. I know a lot of people don't have time to go to a gym, don't like the gym, can't afford the gym maybe.
Some people can't afford it.
Yeah.
Because you're paying $25 and you only go to an hour and you spend 10 minutes talking to somebody, another 10 minutes drinking water, another 10 minutes looking around, another 10 minutes drinking water, another 10 minutes looking around, another drinking water, another 10 minutes looking around, another 10 minutes.
Yeah, just working out your jaw.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need to go to a gym or be a member of a gym. I think the most important thing, obviously, is just to find what you like and find what is fun for you. Mandatory Fitness is not a general gym. It's a warehouse gym. I remember when I first started Mandatory Fitness, like I was saying, I actually made my equipment.
So tell me about how you make your own.
Yes, it
equipment.
was pretty funny. This box that I have, it's a plyo box, but it's made out of wood. It's so heavy. It has skin all over it. It's safe. I do have insurance, by the way. I used to train clients in their driveways at, I don't know, 9 o'clock at night. I'd be out there, I remember getting bit up by mosquitoes, but I have to take this box everywhere. And it was so heavy, but whatever, it worked. And then I'd make my medicine balls out of basketballs. I'd just cut a slit in there, throw some rocks in there or sand. And we still have them. They're all taped up, they're all smushed in. You press it, dust comes up. It's been sitting in Afghanistan for 3 years.
Shout out to those people.
Yes, support your troops.
Shout out to Tim. Tim is listening to us.
Always. Thanks, Tim.
He's a
he
trooper.
is an athlete.
You know what? I'm honestly speaking right now.
Yes.
Being serious about it, not joking around nothing. When I met Tim and they told me that they were working out with you, I saw Linda like, well, okay, she's kidding now. It is. But when Tim told me his story and the way he worked out all that stuff, that actually motivated me. Do you know what I'm saying?
And he is such an inspiration. He is in mandatory fitness every day that they possibly can. Tim and Linda have been coming now, well, more than a year, maybe a year and a half. 48. Tim's 48, okay, and has lost 100 pounds in a year at mandatory fitness. He first came, he could not touch his toes, not flexible, and he was in a lot of pain. His wife, Linda, is also in mandatory fitness. They come together, they're such a team. So a lot of you might know Linda. Tim and Linda are pretty active on this channel as well. Linda is a cancer survivor. When she first came to me, she said, really, I'd love if my husband can come. And eventually, I know over time he will. He did, and I remember the conversation that we had, us three, Tim, myself, and Linda. And Tim, his reasoning for wanting to come was just so he could keep up with Linda and spend the rest of his life with her because she fought for him. And he has now lost over 100 pounds. When he first started, he would do a couple of the exercises that I have us doing in there, and then he'd go and he'd walk. He has a famous slogan in mandatory fitness, and it's 1 inch at a time. Now is running an 8-minute mile. I want to say even less than that. He's running like a 7:30.
No.
He sprints.
Wait, well, I'm happy for it.
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
Wow.
And it's pretty cool to watch. That is like, it's so much fun. So. We have actually 3 people in mandatory fitness that have lost over 100 pounds, which is awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Tim and Linda. They're always supporting.
Yeah.
So you started making your own equipment, like
Yeah.
you said. You still have some of it, or all of it?
Yeah. Oh, I still have. Well, what didn't break? Goodness, I can remember one session out at Gemini Springs, Hollywood Yard. I remember. Still appreciate this. I had her standing on these wooden pedestals that I made that only had 3 sides. So she was standing on these like just tiny little plywood stands that I made doing sumo squats. So obviously the weight's gonna make her heavier, and she just flattened them. I have 4 sides, that makes more sense, but it was time for me to start investing, and I'm very, very grateful. And now I don't have to make my own equipment. Now I can purchase brand new equipment.
There you go.
Yes.
I'm mandatory fitness.
Yes. And now, of course, licensed and insured 5 years later. If you're local to Orange City, Volusia County, Sanford, or Seminole County, Orange County, definitely come and check it out.
45 minutes an hour?
Yep, about 45 minutes.
Yeah. You drive an hour to go to Disney
From
World
Orlando.
or more.
Have the boot camps Monday through Friday, 5 a.m., 8:30 a.m., and 5:30 p.m. The personal training sessions all throughout the day. If you're interested in personal training, just reach out to me and I will get you into my schedule. Also now have yoga and Pound Fit with Angelica Nicole Ross. All right, we're back.
There you go. You see that? She's hyped.
Yeah.
Those patches from the tribe, huh? Those patches. Like, whoa, I'm hyped. Another day.
Another day.
Yo, we're back. So, Manda, before we went to break, you were talking about something, and I think that you forgot about it.
That's okay. I'll remind you. Went over some questions that I've gotten on my social media. What do you do post-workout for recovery? When you work out, you break down your muscle fibers. Your muscle fibers are made with glucose, and once you expend all of your glucose out of your muscle, you're still lethargic. This is post-workout. Your body's exhausted. You want to either get in branched chain amino acids post-workout or a protein shake, and all that is just spiking your insulin. Obviously, you want good quality supplementation. Pre-workout, that's completely up to you. I train fasted, other than Thrive, first thing in the morning, 3 simple steps. If you're interested, reach out. Have a glass of water. Obviously, I'm going to recommend you Thrive. First 30 minutes you wake up, that's going to fill any kind of nutritional gaps, and it's going to help you fast and kind of take away any kind of appetite or cravings you have until you eat your first meal around noon. I recommend intermittent fasting. We went over this last week. And intermittent fasting is just an 8-hour eating window, and then you fast for 16.
Sure.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One other thing, online challenge that I have coming up.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah. It's an online challenge. It's on a private Facebook page, and it starts February 19th, and it's 6 weeks. You can find all the information at mandafit.com. Anywhere you see Transformation Challenge, these workouts and tips, and so much more get within this 6 weeks. So I highly recommend it. No matter your goals, no matter where you're starting, you're gonna learn a nutritional topic every single week for 6 weeks.
Oh yeah, the challenge is coming. Be the lookout. It's gonna be fun. How many days is the challenge?
It's actually 43 days.
43 days. Good
6
Lord,
weeks.
mercy.
Good Lord have mercy. This is our 5th, and after every challenge, everyone's asking when the next challenge is, and very interactive. Every challenge continues to get better. This challenge, I'm putting in a ton of work. I've been working on it for the past 6 weeks. You're going to be able to save all the information that I put out, so it's not something that you're just going to see on a Facebook timeline and then you scroll and then you lose it. You'll be able to save these workouts. Every single day you have a workout, nutritional topic, goals, and everything will be written in a journal as well. So you'll be able to look back within a month after the challenge, and let's say you've fallen off of what you've learned, then you can just go back and, man, I really had a good day that day. I'm going to go
There
back.
you go.
Oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm not building equipment anymore. But yeah, so mandafit.com. You can find me on Facebook, Mandatory Fitness.
So there you go. Now you know it. Challenge is coming.
Yes.
Mandafit.com.
Of course, you can find me here every Wednesday at noon with Fit Talks with Manda. Obviously, I want to give you something that you want to hear. So reach out to me if you have any topics that you're struggling with, whatever. Then let me know.
For sure. Well. We out of here. Manda, thank you. We'll see you next week.
All
Yo,
right.
you're going to Vegas. Don't have to
Yes,
have fun. Don't have to
going
have
to
fun.
Vegas. So excited.
I'm so excited. So, we out.
Bye,
Hey, you and Chief that watching and
Jason.
listening. Jason, we love you, bro.
Oh yeah.